bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands from a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the outset is Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll throw with Penix. Got him in. It's Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side with tight end Pitts. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Penix. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Penix working out of the gun here. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. DJ Reader. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Volunteer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
First down, Atlanta.
Here's Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw, Penix. And that would get to be off target and incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. You look at this Bears defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To the air, Penix. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again is Penix. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. That opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
Penix to the air once more. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
19 tight.
And looking to throw, Penix. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Back to 60. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
first and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hurt, hurt. Go, man, go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Robinson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Bears 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throwing is Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw, Williams. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To the air, Williams. That's complete. Rome Odunze. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now they'll audible to something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Williams. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancombs are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Penix. And caught by London. Breaks through the contact. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
18 Cox.
And they'll run again. And this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Bears 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
What's up?
Second and 15. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Walker in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
all these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Ready to run.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Penix working out of the gun here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. To the air, Penix. Throw left side, there's London. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jody Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, here's Williams. And a throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
What is up?
Back to throw. He'll keep it. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
What is up? Hey, volunteer, volunteer.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Warriors 70, Viking 18. Go.
Here's Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
What is up?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 4 yards out. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll they'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35. Bears 14. Cairo Santos to kick
Now,
off.
after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw the
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bears 14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Do you you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creep.